Hey everybody, so welcome to another video. Welcome to my channel. So I wanted to talk about there are three things that you want to avoid in the stock market, and a bonus one I'll throw out there as well. That's all. It's a plus and a negative at the same time. So the first one, of course, that I really don't condone or anything like that is just trading on margin debt. Getting into margin, getting heavy into margin. You know, we have enough problems with just consumer debt, keeping that going, and then just kind of paying the man back every day, every month, just to pay them back the interest and just making the minimum payments like that. The same thing goes for margin debt. You're just, every month you're paying back the margin man, and then you're just constantly getting in debt to margin. Every month you're having the margin man paying them, and it's just a cycle. And then plus, some days you're gonna double your money, and then other days when it's down, you're gonna double your losses. So I would just pretty much avoid margin. I played with margin before, and this year I'm not gonna mess with margin. I'm just gonna try to avoid it the best I can. And the second thing I just want to talk about, getting married to stocks. And then when that happens, you end up with the stock just keeps going down and down forever, and it ends up turning into a reverse split. I mean, if that does happen to you, it's almost like an instant sell for me just to get out, because there's 90% of the time reverse splits don't end well. So you're just, eventually, it's just gonna reverse split. Yeah, you get your shares, double your, you still have your cost basis as far as how much you pay for, but then it's just gonna keep going down and down and down. You're gonna lose the shares, the price is gonna go up, and then it's just gonna keep going down and down and down and down and down, and just eventually it's only a few cases that I've seen where it's actually reverse splits. One that I can think of really, it was GE that did a reverse split and then did well. Maybe that's the only one. There's some bank stocks out there that have done it and it's worked, but 90% of the times it hasn't done well at all. So that margin, reverse split. And then my third negative out there is just, it ties into just reverse splits, being married to your stocks, never changing up your patterns or anything like that, and just staying on a sinking ship and just forever and ever, and just you end up with at least a bunch of portfolio of losers, and you never get anywhere. And those are the three. So there's a 3B, and then a bonus. I'll say the bonus because of the 3B. It's kind of tied into all of them. So the bonus is a negative and a positive. It's, writing covered calls. You do get that capital and all that, get that lump sum there. And it is like if, the stock starts to fall, you can let it expire, get that money. But then again, it's just a risk that you're gonna lose out that stock if it ever gets called away. It's on a big run, and then you lose that wealth down the road where you're never gonna get it back. You're gonna get maybe $500, some profit from doing that call, but it's just sometimes it's too much risk to. Sometimes the ones that have the most volatility pay the most in the premium. But then again, you just have it's so easy to get called away, and you lose that opportunity down the road. You know, you could have the next Tesla or anything like that, and then you just end up getting that chump change and then get called away. So you definitely don't want to do that. You know, it's the slow moving ones, it's nice to collect premium, but the ones you really want to keep for the long term, it's kind of want to avoid calling calls. Sometimes being married to stock isn't a bad idea, with depending on what it is. If it's Tesla or Palantir, Nvidia, any major stock out there, it's fine. But if you get just, you know, 3B, it's more like don't get married to a loser. Same like in real life. Don't get married to a loser. Don't get married to a losing stock that's a bunch of junk in your portfolio that's never going to go anywhere. So those are the ones, you know, that I can think of off the top of my head, and be more to come. So I just hope everybody's having a great day. And any ones that I can think of that I can add to the list, I definitely will. But not a financial advisor here. This is my 2 cents here. And yeah, make it a great day. And 1, 2, 3 and bonus, and you guys got it made.